In this video, we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to create a brand new product listing and put up your brand new product on Amazon. My name is Zane and I'm from SellerMetrics. We're an Amazon agency that's dedicated to scaling your business profitably using PPC on Amazon. So let's get right into it and cut out any of the fluff. So log into your Amazon Seller Central at the time of this recording, May 20th. It is actually a different dashboard that they have implemented. Now, this isn't what this video is about. So in the future, I will go through this. But for now, let's put up our brand new product. So what you want to do is go to manage all inventory. And then what you want to do is add a product. Okay, so if it's a brand new product, I would do blank form, especially if you are a private label. If you're doing wholesaling or arbitrage, the others can work. But if it's a brand new product and private label, we can just start scratch. So then what you want to do is put your item name. Now, if you recall last video, if you had tuned in, we talked about how to create the perfect title and the perfect bullet points and listing in general. And I will link that video at the end of this video so you can refer to it if you want help understanding how to create your bullet points and title and make them very compelling. But all you have to do is copy and paste that into here. So let me just grab that from ChatGPT. So obviously we use ChatGPT to make the title and the bullet points because ChatGPT is incredible and it can basically do all that stuff. So this is the title that we created using Amazon, and all we have to do is copy and paste that into here if you are happy with your titles. And then it suggests a product type so it can categorize your product. Usually it's pretty accurate. Mine is exactly this, a jewelry storage, so I'll just confirm. But if you want, you can select other and go through manually in a different category if you'd like. Okay, next is the brand name. Now, obviously, the brand name is whatever you have declared yours to be. But if you are doing a kind of like a wholesaling, you might have a brand name given to you already. And then here, once you put your brand name in, you can put your external product ID, and this is your UPC code. Now, I'm not going to get into details on how to get a UPC code in this video, but in general, you can get it, at least for the States, on a website called GS1 US, and you can buy it here. As you can see, get a barcode. Anyways, I've actually already created this listing, but if you haven't created the listing, which is why you would be watching this video, once you put your UPC in and fill out all these things, what actually happens is that a little pop-up window comes from the side here and it asks you if you have the trademark for your brand. And if you do, you can put it in, and it's okay if the trademark is still pending. It's still perfectly allowed, and they will allow you to create the listing. This is particularly important if your brand name is similar to another brand name. So originally, my brand name was just Bard, not Bardane, but there are other products and brand names on Amazon that have the trademark Bard, which is actually one of the reasons why I had to change the brand name. Now, with that said, if there is a brand name that is similar to yours already, it's okay as long as it's in a different category. So once you've created the listing, or once you get your brand name and product all kind of confirmed, like as is they are right here, you can start putting in the product details. Okay. Does your product have customization? It will eventually, but it doesn't right now. It's no. So there's no child ASINs. The item name is what we put in. The brand name is obviously what we put in. External product ID, you cannot change this anymore. Target audience. So this is not mandatory, but I think this would help Amazon categorize you, especially for things like when people use Rufus to find your product. So definitely worthwhile to do this. Next is the model number. So this you make up. It's totally your decision as the manufacturer and the kind of the brand owner. You can call it whatever you'd like, however you want to organize your product lines. And then you can have the model name. Same thing, you make it up, completely up to you. Obviously, you name it something that is relevant to your product and you can reference by the model name and you'll know what product you're talking about, especially important when you have more than one product. Next is the manufacturer. Now, at first thought, you might think it's the name of the manufacturer that you got your product from, say in China or elsewhere, but it's actually you. You are the manufacturer as the brand name. I know that's a little bit confusing, but that is how it kind of is. Next thing is the product description. This is not the bullet points. These are, if I go to an Amazon listing, I just pick any random listing. I'll pick one of these mats here, cooking mats. So these are right here about this item. This is the bullet points. So the product description would go in where the A+ content is, but A+ content is obviously better than just simply text product description. So the only way you can get A+ content is if you have brand registry, and I will also make a video on that. But for now, this is where normally the text would go. So once you have the product description, what you want to do is create bullet points. I don't recommend more than 5 because people don't want to read a lot and make your bullet points very concise. And again, the video that we did last week covers the bullet points pretty in detail and how you can make sure that you're leveraging the proper keywords and the features and benefits that your product and your customer category actually values. But nonetheless, it's a 200 word or 200 character limit. So just copy and paste all of the bullet points that you have already made. If you want to add more, you click add more, which I don't think I even can because I can't have more than 5. And if you want to get rid of the last one, you can just say remove last. Generic keyword. So this is more on kind of the back end stuff. You can, in my case, since it's a watch case, I can say watch case, watch box, and so on and so forth. Special features is pretty much any feature that it has. So for example, mine has a lidded watch box, so it is dust proof. It is tempered glass, so it is scratch resistant, and I can call and put all these things in. This stuff is really important for when people look for products using Rufus. And since more and more people are using AI to find their products on Amazon, this is important. I definitely suggest putting these in. Okay, so the style is confusing because I honestly don't think it really matters in most categories, but you can put it in. Mine is modern, but you could also do rustic. Materials. This can actually be pretty important for certain categories. For example, in my case, I have a wooden watch box, but other possible watch boxes for me could be leather watch boxes. And some people do prefer wood or leather over the other. So it is really important for me to write that. So in fact, I'm going to do this. And I wonder if they have my specific wood. It does. So I can write pine. Number of items. So if you have kind of consumables or something that comes with more than one piece, I don't. You can write the number of items. So I can just write one item package quantity. Again, just one. But if you have more than one package coming together, it can matter. So maybe if you deliver the box to your customers in a box and in that box is 2 little boxes, then you would write 2. Color, of course, pretty straightforward. What color is your product? Occasion. This is really important for Rufus stuff. So like, for example, Father's Day is really important. You can add more. I'm going to write definitely anniversary. I can write, luckily they have all these options available. Graduation, absolutely. Part number, not really relevant. Maybe it's relevant for some products, particularly electronics, if it's a component of something. Warranty type. So this is obviously only if you're offering warranty. So add in the warranty as necessary. Item shape, pretty straightforward. It gives you options as well. Number of drawers, I don't have any, so 0. It might not even be relevant to you, so you might not have to put that. And this might actually change if you were categorized in a different product category in the first place. So if you recall, when I put my title in, it came up as jewelry storage. For your thing, it would be different if it's in a different category, of course. Mounting type. So let's say you're selling teleprompters or camera mounts and things like that. It can explain this. Finishing type, if there is any finishing. So for example, my wooden product can be glossed and laminated. Unit count, same thing. How many units you get? You get 1 box with my product, so it's 1. Unit count type, it's would be piece in my case. But obviously there are other options if you needed. So something that's really confusing for people, including me at first, was the difference between release date and product site launch date. So product site launch date means that the day that they can actually see it on Amazon. The release date is the day that it will start being delivered. So if you would want a earlier product site launch date if you are allowed to do pre-orders. And then the release date is the date where once the pre-orders are collected, this is the day that they actually are allowed to move out for shipping. Obviously, included components is like anything included in your product category. So for me, in my watch box scenario, it does come with 6 watch pillows that you can wrap the watches around and store it in the box. League name, if you're associated with any one of these leagues, that's really cool, really awesome. You can put those in. Team name, obviously, if you're selling merch, this is what it would be. Recommended for uses for product. If anything, if it like watch in my case, obviously. Number of compartments. So in my case, it's 6. Okay, item dimensions, depth, width, height. So again, very, very straightforward. It even tells you like what side you're measuring. So item depth is front to back. Item height is base to top, and item width is side to side. So obviously put in the proper measurement and units and just the value that they are. Very, very simple. So once you're done the product details, you can go to images. Now this is where all of the images are supposed to be uploaded. Because my product is still kind of en route right now in shipping, I still have some time. My photography is in the process of being edited. I've done the photo shoot and everything. It's really exciting. But this is where you would put all your images. It's really straightforward. You just drag and drop, or you can just do upload multiple files, and very simple. It just opens up your computer files and you can put in the pictures that you want to upload. Variations. Okay. So there will be variations, but if mine don't have them yet, but if yours do, then you can basically click that button and then type in the type of variations. So let's say you're selling bed sheets, you can type in, there's variations in color of the bed sheets or the size. The style can be different too, or one's cotton or one's silk and so on and so forth. Variations if you want. The offer is, this is really important. This is obviously the actual amount of money that people need to pay to get your product. So SKU, this is something that actually Amazon assigns on your behalf. Minimum advertised pricing. So this is actually the price that is lowest possible on Amazon if you have a product that other people are selling as well. But your price is obviously very important. This is the price that that people will see when they go on your listing. So you can say 70. Automated pricing rule. So you can add pricing rules, for example. Competitive price rule by Amazon. So they kind of like dictate your price for you. I don't like that at all. Personally, I don't add any pricing rules. Currency conversion, obviously, depends on where you're selling. You can apply them if you'd like, if you're selling in multiple markets. So for example, if you're in the US, but you're selling also to Mexico or Canada, then currency conversion can be relevant. Minimum seller allowed price. So you don't need this, but if you own the brand and the patent for it, you can actually, and you kind of allow other labelers and sellers to sell your product, then you can do this. Sale price. So obviously I'm not running a sale right now, but sale price is when you want to give discounts. So let's say right now, since my pricing is at $70, Father's Day is coming up. Maybe I can run a sale price for $60 or something like that. And then I can obviously set a sale start date and a sale end date. Offering release date. Basically, this is this price when it starts. List price is the MSRP that I was talking about. Okay. So earlier I mentioned minimum maximum. That is like, it changes from the MSRP, but the list price is the actual manufacturer sales retail price. The list price is the base price, and then your price is actually, if you're running a strike through, this is what you would want to change. So let's say list price is 70 and you write in 60 for your price. What will happen is that it'll do a strike through on Amazon. Let's see if I can find something. Oh, right here. You see this in this corner? List says $56.99. And then the actual price is $53.29, and you're saving 6% as indicated there. So that's what list price and your price does for your listing. Product tax code. If Amazon is giving you a tax code, you can put it there. Okay. Merchant release date. This is if you're actually doing FBM, fulfilled by merchant, not by fulfilled by Amazon. This is when you can start shipping. And then if you are a certain group, then you can put that in there. And maximum order quantity is if you have a maximum order quantity. Some people do. If you can only order 4 or 5 units of a product, then you can do that. Okay, gift options. You can definitely offer gifts from this if you want. Amazon will actually gift it to and take it to someone else's house instead of yours, and they can indicate that it's sent to them on your behalf. If there's gift wrapping available, you can say yes. Okay, item package dimensions. This is really simple. So in the product details, we talked about how you need to put in the product dimensions. This is when it's all packaged and boxed up. How big is the item package? Now, this is obviously your packaging, not the box in which Amazon puts it in to ship. Obviously, all the brown boxes that Amazon puts products in to ship, it's their decision on how they want to do it. It's obviously relative to your product, but the item packaging with height and length is your personal packaging. So for example, this is my product packaging. It's a green box. It's got my brand logo on it. I would just measure this, and then for the product details, for product dimensions, I would open it up and I would measure the actual product itself. Moving on, package weight, straightforward. How heavy is it, and what units did you measure it in? If it's a liquid, you will obviously have to do grams or something. Well, you can do ounces. Sorry, is what I meant. And then the offers and the marketplaces in which you are actually selling in. So I'm only doing United States. I'm not doing Canada or Mexico. And you simply just toggle it on. If you are actually registered for those countries, I am not. So that's why I can't actually do this. Okay. Last tab here, guys, is a safety and compliance. Country of origin. This is obviously where the product is. So you can say China. Are batteries required? No. Dangerous goods regulations. So this is obviously important if you're selling batteries because they are dangerous, or if you're selling like anything related, like a lighter. If you're selling lighters, like you have fuel in the lighter compartment. So anything that obviously requires dangerous goods. Let's see, let's go down. Item weight, same thing, just how heavy is it? Inner material, if it's relevant. So mine is actually linen, technically, but it's not mandatory, so I don't put these things up usually. Okay, so California Proposition 65, according to ChatGPT, I'm just going to read it off here. California 65, Proposition 65 is a California state law that requires businesses to provide warnings if their product exposes consumers to certain chemicals known to cause cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. So in my case, it would be any material finishes like formaldehyde, lead, phthalates. So I know that's sometimes found in like shampoos and stuff, flame retardants or lacquers and sealants. So that's particularly relevant to my product. I don't have lacquer on my product, so I don't have to do it. But the point being is that it's very explicitly for certain things that cause the following: cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. Okay, FCC radio frequency emission compliance. This is very important for anything related to cell phones. So if you are having anything that does this, you just got to put in the details that they give you. Regulatory compliance certification, if you need anything. So obviously if you sell a pesticide, or if you have organic products, you will need that, and so on and so forth. All of these have, you know, depending on the product you guys make sure you guys do your individual research to determine if you need any of these regulation compliance. And then the compliance, if you receive the compliance, it has a regulatory identification, you can put that in there. Responsible person's email or electronic address. If there was anything relevant in here, you can put your own email here, or if you have maybe your manufacturer does that for you. So that's also possible. Compliance media. So this is really important, especially if you have chemicals. You need safety data sheets, for example, the language it's in, and then the source. So you can upload it on your website and you can just type in the actual access right here. And that's it for today's video, guys. I hope it was a helpful video for you guys. If you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe. I'm going to do another tutorial on how to make a shipping plan and also how to do brand registry. So stay tuned for that and make sure you check us out next week. Also, if you want to take your Amazon PPC to the next level in a do-it-your-own fashion, check us out here on this book. You can get it completely for free. If you want to learn more on how you can optimize Amazon PPC, you can get a free copy of our ebook, The Ultimate Guide to Amazon Ads, Advanced Tactics, and Best Practices. This book has received a 4.8 out of 5-star rating on Amazon and has helped beginners and advanced sellers alike. Click the link in the description below to sign up to our emailing list and receive a free copy. If you're an Amazon seller that wants to grow your Amazon profits, schedule a discovery call in the link below. We are an Amazon agency that helps our clients grow their revenue and their profits and optimize their PPC. And that's it for this video, guys. Until next video, take care. Happy selling.